Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sonic Chronicle. My name is Owen, and today we're going to do a release radar review. However, before we do kick into that, I have some alarming news. It seems as though someone has compromised my Spotify account and they've been listening to shit. So they've been listening to Sayonara by Alvaro Diaz, they've been listening to Tori by Jayco, they've been listening to Woman's World by Katy Perry, which is a brand new single of hers. And this person, Y2K, with songs like Fat Butt and Oh Shh with Travis Scott and Bitch I'm Packing. So not the kind of stuff that I would listen to, and certainly stuff that jumps out from my listen list. So yeah, it's a weird one. Do they stick anything on my... Yeah, they did. They stuck stuff on my liked songs. I've gone ahead and I have secured my account with two-factor authentication. I've logged out of everywhere and logged back in on my own devices. So hopefully that's that taken care of. However, I always feel like, you know, when this kind of thing happens, that there is, even though there's no real damage done or anything like that, I do feel like an element of violation in here. But if you are watching this, whoever did that, know that you're out. You're gone. Anyway, most of this week I have been listening to Bingo by Alex Winston. And when I look at my release radar, we can see that Alex Winston is in here. We've got John Steele's Elephant's Foot from Half-Life, which is a great record. If you haven't listened to that, you should listen to that. Got some God as an Astronaut. Got the... You know what? Let's stop talking about it. Before we do get into listening to it, though, please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel. And please do leave me comments in the comment section below if you think that there's stuff to talk about. And of course, if you are the person who compromised my account, feel free to leave me comments in the comment section below as well, expressing your frustration by being kicked out of my account. For now, though, let's listen to Stasia by Alex Winston, because it's just a good album, generally. It's only like a half hour long, so it's not a massive time investment, and you're going to have a fun time with it. It's got quite a lot of Americana involved in the record as well. But as I mentioned on Mastodon, I get a lot of Air vibes as well. This is a good kind of floor stomping song, though. This is just fun. Her vocals are just so lovely, and she balances out those backing vocals perfectly. And it's just quality alt pop, you know what I mean? She builds the layers very nicely. I think it's worth pointing out as well the cover art to this. If we look at this, Bingo, that's what the new album is called. If you could see it on her Instagram. Actually, she posted a video of the creation of this cover. And like, she was actually like that close to this thing that went up. There was no gasoline can, from what I recall. I think that's probably been added later. But this all happened. And I thought that was quite funny to see her reactions. But also kind of how dedicated she was to getting the right shot. Looked like it was probably kind of fun. Also, if you haven't heard King Kong, you should listen to that as well. Oh, wonderful ending. Is that like a bass note, or is that a piano chord? Like a bass piano chord. John Steele's Half-Life is a great album. But speaking of great albums, Bingo, I've been listening to this since it came out 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah, a few days ago. Quality album. As I say, it's only a half an hour. Get in on it, and I don't think you'll be disappointed, frankly. As I was saying earlier, Elephant's Foot is from John Steele's album Half-Life, an album about the Chernobyl disaster, featuring sounds from the Chernobyl disaster, or from the Chernobyl nuclear plant, rather than the disaster itself, which could be horrific. So it's John's attempt to take something that I've spoken about this before. It's John's attempt to take something horrific and turn it into something beautiful, which I believe he has done. His work on it is amazing. I must reach out to him and ask him if he's interested in doing like soundtracks and stuff like that, based on this, because it does sound like it's a wonderful, airy, soundtracky kind of vibe. I highly recommend it. All right, let's move along. Let's listen to The Bottom by The Lonely Ones. This guy kind of sounds like Zeal and Ardor. Definitely not Zeal and Ardor based on this picture. You can't see it on screen, unfortunately. But take my word for it. Where are they from? That kicks in. No details about where they're from. There's an ear for melody, a taste for success. No strangers to the hardships of the music industry. The only ones know what they want and they know how to get it. So none of those people there look like this guy. Is this a fake band? I don't know these days. It's an interesting one in terms of its dynamics. I'm not sure that I'm in on it though, because apart from like the stop start, loud quiet parts thing, I'm not sure how much it has going for it. I'm not sure that the content is good enough. On the last release radar review that I did, there was a song on it that had a section like this, but that song was nowhere near as well produced as this one. And I thought that it was quite good as an elevative element. Is this elevative here though? Because again, it's just like loud, brash in your face. I'm really conflicted because I really like stuff that's brash and in your face. But I think that this is a bit much. It's a bit... It's kind of tugging at... like a child tugging at your pant leg. Trying to give you attention, or trying to give it attention. I'm not sure it really works for me. Like, you've got relentless songs, like songs that demand your attention, like, you know, hardcore metal songs. And then this just is not as effective as grabbing and holding your attention because of its quality. This doesn't have that. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about this, frankly. Big finish. Cool. It's fine. It just doesn't do much. It's not interesting. It's not very interesting. Again, trying to hold your attention by doing the loud, quiet, loud thing and being very in your face, very brash. Yeah, it's not for me. We're going to skip over Childish Gambino because I know that that's going to be a great album. I just know it. Band of Stone in the New World. It's just going to be great. I want to listen to it all in one go. Hide in Shade by Zeal and Ardor. Let's give it a go. They've been disappointing me. But hopefully this is a change. This is kind of cool. It's slightly better than stuff that we've heard from them so far for this record, which is out in August, I believe. I quite like this quiet part here. It's you know, the thing is, it's still about the same volume as the other parts that we've just heard, even though it's a softer, quieter, slower part. And that's a cool little guitar line underneath. Nice clean part. Yeah, this is a bit more along the lines of what I would expect from Zeal and Ardor. I don't think it's to the same standard of the other albums. The self-titled Zeal and Ardor and... is it Strange Fruit? Is that what it's called? Like, I know that's what the song Stranger Fruit. I don't think it's to the same standard as those albums, but it's getting back there. And you gotta encourage those things, you know? Oh, I thought that was going to be the end of it, funnily enough. Despite the fact that I've got the timer here telling me that there's another 35 seconds or so. Oh, I like the guttural vocal in the background there. That works. Interesting. Good outro. Interesting song. I think it's not my favorite song by Zeal and Ardor. It's as I said, it's a little bit of a return to form to what I would expect from them, which isn't a bad thing by any means, but it's not quite there yet. But it is better, I think, than any of the other songs that I've heard from them in the lead up to this new album that's coming in August. So that's a good thing. All right, I'm going to listen to Isaac is Typing by Soft Play because I've actually been listening to a lot of Soft Play lately. Like ever since I heard Mirror Muscles on this show, in fact, I've really enjoyed them. I've gone through and listened to a fair bit of their stuff. So yeah, let's give it a go. Isaac is Typing. The other thing is, like, their songs aren't very long. I like what they did there. So aggressive. I think it's just the production that makes it sound aggressive, though, because, you know, obviously it feels like the vocal is spiking the mics, but it's really just a distorted effect placed on them. I like their guitar sound as well. I think it's really suitable for what they do. Doing a little weird offbeat thing there. Knocking it off again. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting beat. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's not my particular area of expertise. It's wild, that change. ... I do like Soft Play. I think that they're very interesting. I like their vibe. I like what they do. I like that they changed their name from Slaves because it wasn't appropriate. Yeah, they're fun. They have a real sensibility about what it is that they're out there to do, and they have a good social conscience. And yeah, they're good. Not much else to say about that, really. Grinspoon. This is a band I've heard of before. Are they on the Sonic Chronicle Highlights playlist? Let me scroll down here. Grinspoon. Yeah, Unknown Pretenders was their song that they had. So yeah, let's give them another listen, actually. Never Say Never. They're good enough to get on the highlights playlist, so hopefully this is continuing that form. I like the bass line, but I would have liked to have heard it kind of like speed up to double time or so in the lead up section. Just to really drive a sense of urgency, because the drums weren't. I don't have too much to say about this. This is just, you know, a quality song, I think. You know, it's pretty good. I like the bends, the double stops perhaps, in the low in the mix there, in that chorus part. I wonder if he'll bring that Never Say Never vocal part back in the outro. Like put it under like a vocal part. So they're not going to... they didn't bring that part under the main vocal, which is, I think, a little bit of a missed opportunity there. It might have been nice. I mean, they already had it there. Like, if their producer could just, like, take that part and, like, slide it in under, I think it would have helped out and really kind of driven the song along a little bit. All right, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to listen to Silver by Wonder Horse. I don't know who they are, though. Are they Irish? Nope. Jacob Slater. They've got 500,000+ monthly listeners. Took the band on tour with the likes of Fontaines, Pixies, Sam Fender, and Foles. Alright. Next album, Midas, will be released on 30th of August. This is my first time hearing them. Like, I can hear I can hear exactly why they toured with Fontaines and Pixies. It makes sense stylistically. Is this exciting though? I don't know if it is. Yeah, I'm not interested in this. You know, it's like, I don't think I'd even listen to this for like chill out time, because this is just bland. It's boring. And this is their lead single? This is to get people excited about the album? Like, even that crash into the chorus is so short-lived. It's nearly an afterthought. Anyway, at any rate, that doesn't do much for me. Not amazing. Not amazing. But overall, I wouldn't say this is a great release radar review. It does have amazing stuff on it. It has Stasia by Alex Winston. It's got Elephant's Foot by John Steele, which we didn't listen to, but you should. Oh, I should have listened to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They're a great band. We've got, what else we listened to? We listened to Hide and Shade by Zeal and Ardor. I wish it was better, but it's a step in the right direction. We listened to Isaac is Typing by Soft Play, and it's just like the fun, aggressive punk that they put out there, which is amazing from a two-piece that they get that level of sound. What else did we do? We moved down here, we listened to Grinspoon, Never Say Never, which was fun. I think they had some missed opportunities in there, but it was a fun song. And we listened to Silver by Wonder Horse, which was a bit bland, a bit boring, wasn't it? It didn't do much for me, frankly. But yeah, overall, I would say it was an okay, middle-of-the-road release radar, and that's what I have to say about that. And that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. Thank you all so much for stopping by and for watching and for listening to some music with me. I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you taking some time to spend with me while we listen to some new music. If you like what I do, please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel to see more of these videos in the future and some other stuff. If you're into guitars, then we've got some guitar content on there. If you're into mashups, we've got some mashup content on there. We've got all kinds of stuff here. And of course, leave me comments in the comment section below if there's anything in particular that you would like to know more about. As I said though, and that is it for this week. Thanks so much again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.